Welcome back to the Sportiest stream. Hopefully you're all doing well. We've got Cross Progression League 2v2 action coming up in just a few moments here, so I'm excited for this. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great time here as HCFC Outer Rim take on SP Speedstars. Match that will be this evening here, so we're going to take a look at our bracket as well here. I believe this is what we're seeing. No, it's not. It is this one. This is our bracket, so all of you can see it there. This is the upper bracket of our final bracket for the Challenger division. I didn't even mention what division. We're in the Challengers. Actually, not Challenger, Challengers division. This is, I believe, what is it? C1 maximum in Challengers division. The C1 maximum, I believe. So this is the upper brackets. HCFC Outer Rim making a pretty decent run of themselves. They were number 1 seed coming into this format, undefeated, being a 4-0 win over Oasis Rival, then sweeping Lightspeed, only losing though to minor adjustments. So right now waiting the grand finals on the winner of this matchup. They're not the only ones that had to make a pretty impressive run. You look at the upper bracket as well. The other team that we're going to focus on, SP Speedstars. They themselves another high seed, although they lost to Lightspeed in the winners quarterfinals. So they've had to make quite the lower bracket run to get to this point, but they're going through couple pretty impressive results, including a 4-1 win over Lightspeed, who knocked them to the lower bracket in the first place. So SP Speedstars, having made the lower bracket run for themselves, have done a pretty good job at being competitive. But again, with the grand finals awaiting for only one of these two teams, you got to be able to perform well here in this best of 7. Get things underway in just a few moments. But again, HCFC Outer Rim, SP Speedstars. And this will be I didn't even mention, this will be a best of 7 matchup here for a spot in the grand finals. So, a lot for these teams to prove. It's elimination or grand finals. One or the other. How long this season has gone, how long this final bracket has gone. This has been a good couple of weeks. It's been like 4 or 5 weeks of just the final bracket. It's been extensive. And these teams have a lot to play for as well. So, they're not here just playing for nothing. No, they're here to play for a lot. There's a prize pool as well for this tournament, so that you could really play for. And I'm excited for this. I think this is gonna be a good matchup. I mean, it's lower finals. What are we expecting? We should expect only good things to come. And we'll get things started out in just a few moments here as soon as we get players in the lobby. Again, I think this is a $50 division. I don't remember how much the division is, but I believe it's $50. $50 is the prize pool here, so I don't know if they've already gotten a part of it. I don't know if it's just first or second to get, and second, or if it's top 3 who gets it. Anyways, I believe the prize pool is $50 though. But anyways, just in terms of the bracket, the final bracket is just around the corner here. Sorry, the final match is just around the corner here, the grand finals. Obviously, whoever wins this is not going to have the advantage in the grand finals, but even getting that chance to take your revenge. It's only one match in that grand finals, so minor adjustments. They're going to be a little nervous. I mean, it's their last match, and they know they had that extra life for a long time, but in the grand finals, you don't get that. You only get a 1-game advantage, so they've got a lot to prove here as going in lobby. Just a moment here. Again, this will be a best of 7 in our final bracket, as again, HCFC Outer Rim taking on SP Speedstars. By the way, SP being, I believe, Solus Path. Got a Solar Path, a pretty recognizable work. I've actually worked. I've streamed them a lot, so fun to see them all again here. As we've got Last Demon and Exovian. As what league is this? This is Cross Progression League, my friend. This is Cross Progression League, aka CPL. The other side is, thank you for the follow there, Bendaberry. And earlier we also had a follow from Soap Everyone Uses, so thank you so much for the follows, both of you. As, again, Soap and Bendaberry, thank you. So we'll get this match underway here, best of 7 for the Challengers Division. The losers finals. Winner goes to Grands. The loser is out after such a long bracket run for both these teams. And a long lower bracket run for SB Speedstars. You do not want to have your season end here, but for one of these teams, that will be the case. As HCFC with Ghosted Mando and Yavin for SB Speedstars with Last Demon, and it will be in the back of the net. Well, it didn't take too long. The Exovian, who, by the way, has the in-game username of Lauren Parker, just shot it straight in the Ghosted Mando. That's goal 1 already. And SB Speedstars on the board quickly. So not very long to get us into a start here as HCFC Outer Rim, who lost that upper bracket to a 4-1 loss to the team waiting there, as they're going to get a goal against them now. Last Demon off kickoff, and forget about whatever I'm saying clearly, because these teams, they don't take too long before they score. As Last Demon will find the upper left of the net and put that one in. But I said again, HCFC Outer Rim lost in the upper bracket to minor adjustments, I believe in a 4-1 scoreline. SB Speedstars, who, again, had made quite the lower bracket run after their initial loss in the upper quarterfinals. Lower bracket momentum, it's a real thing here. And you really think if you're SB Speedstars, you can get off to an early start, that momentum will just carry through the rest of the series. As Mando, well, that's quickly taken away by Last Demon. Captain of this team will leave things off the ceiling. Cleared away by Yavin 4 as a lot of boost left here for Exovian. Is it Exovian or Evoxian? Exovian. I am right the first time. Perfect. I kept mispronouncing his name before the stream started. Happy that at least I have the right idea here. As Last Demon jumping. Look at that touch. Yavin 4 clears it away. And it will be Last Demon who tries to keep this one out here. SP again, part of Solar Spam, HCFC Outer Rim, part of HCFC. Relatively small org, but they've got a ton of teams in this division. Trying to, again, win something here as Yavin 4. Part of the net will be pinched out here as play for SP Speedstars. Here goes Exovian to the back wall. Save away. The net's wide open though. Ghosted Mando. Oh, he won't even have to make a save. That touch from Last Demon went very high, and actually it gave Yavin more than enough time to come back to that one and get the block. As now he'll go the other way, looking for the fake. He's got him caught, and HCFC take the lead. Jumping early, making a move. What a showing. As Yavin 4, this one stops up the corner as waiting back will be Exovian. Actually, double command here for SB Speedstars. A chance for HCFC to take the even bigger lead here, but they won't get the opportunity for themselves as flicked, saved by Yavin 4. Off that back wall, Last Demon will jump for it, and SB Speedstars starting to really reach for some of these challenges early in this series as well. They're reaching, they feel like they're playing a lot slower right now. They are the underdogs by technicality. Although, I mean, against anyone, you might as well be underdogs to HCFC Outer Rim. This team has only lost once, and that was in the upper finals, so... And during the regular season, no one could beat them, so HCFC feels like they are in a confident position no matter what match they're in. Happens when you have such a good, performance at the start of your season. All about building that confidence, getting yourself happy, getting yourself comfortable, as HCFC are proving just that. Yavin 4 will make it a 3-1 difference as HCFC Outer Rim looking to take down and topple Solus Path's last hope in the lower bracket. HCFC still in control here as SP Speedstars. A lot of boost to work with. As, ooh, a fake there. Ghosted Mando with room. The dribble. That flick will be save away as not a very good touch there for HCFC Outer Rim. So still with this one though, as that's gonna go to Last Demon, and I think I have a friend who wants to enter my room. I live with cats, if you guys don't know. I think one of them wants to enter my room. If she wants to join here, I'm gonna have her on stream. They ran away. I think they didn't want to be here anymore, so HCFC outer rim. And if the cat does show up, I'll have them on stream. Because I know all of you will want to see her. But, I don't know where she is. She left. Maybe she heard. Maybe she heard me and decided that it wasn't worth her time. Whatever it is, anyways. This game continues here as Last Demon looking to put one back. It's a great effort as well. And it will fly over Yavin 4. I don't know what that fake was from Last Demon, but it pulled Yavin 4 ahead. It worked. And if it works, you will not complain at this level. As SP Speedstars will score back, put themselves within 1 of HCFC Outer Rim. Considering how good the offense from HCFC has been so far, I would not exactly consider this a very comfortable place for SP Speedstars, especially with only a minute to go as well. They gotta work fast, and they gotta make sure CFC's offense does not get going at the end of this game. Yavin 4 dribbles away. Inch off the sidewall. That is straight to the opponents here, and a chance for Exovian. Ghosted Mando, Last Demon, Yavin 4 to save. Mando's got to jump on this. He's turning very slow. The shot's on, and it will punch through. A very slow turn for HCFC, as Ghosted Mando really took his time. Never got a chance to challenge, and left Yavin 4 all alone. The shot goes back post, and SP Speedstars tie the game. I don't know if that was intentional there, but a fake kickoff for HCFC. I felt like a fake off the kickoff there from HCFC. But it will work to give them possession here as facing back will be Exovian. Off the back wall. Can't go. Yavin 4 couldn't put it on. Goes to Mando facing the wrong direction. Can't do much with this play. They'll still force out the play from Exovian as Yavin 4. The dribble. Last Demon whiffed it. 10 seconds to go. It might be on. Ghosted Mando will take it. One mistake. It was a miss from Last Demon. And Ghosted Mando with an easy goal. 9 seconds left. And HCFC Outer Rim might just take game 1 here. Ghosted Mando to clear away to the back wall. They gotta keep this one alive, but SP Speedstars don't have boost. It will end game 1. HCFC Outer Rim off a late mistake caused by Last Demon will win the first game of the series. A strong game 1 showing here, and already looks like SP Speedstars might be going to their substitutes here, because Sticky Fingers has just joined, so they're going to go for a sub here already. Early in the series, did not like how game 1 started for them. I really didn't like how they liked it more how it ended, but the start of game 1 was pretty ugly. And it's not exactly how they want this series to continue, so they're going to bring in Sticky Fingers to join Exovian. That will be enough of a difference for them here, as in that late mistake they hurt SP Speedstars, because they, again, looked so good by the end of that game. They definitely were keeping things close. It was just a bad start for them. It really felt like that really escalated, and it just made it really have to come back in the rest of the game. One mistake really was all that cost them there at the end of that thing. Now in game 2, will look to really extend their lead. Most matches at this lower bracket have been pretty one-sided, so for SP Speedstars, they gotta turn things around quickly. You do not want to give this team momentum. And already off to a decent start there. That's 1 goal for them. Many more to go before they can feel comfortable about this. And that's left in the midfield. First to it will be Exovian, and that's going to be a 2nd goal here as HCFC Outer Rim kind of left each other all alone here. And I don't like that touch to begin with, but I mean, Yavin 4 is, if Goes the man who's going to go for that, Yavin 4 has got to be way closer to that play, because in no area should that ever be a free ball for SP Speedstars. It's way too close to the nets. Maybe a little overconfident here. HCFC making some odd rotational decisions that have now cost them some goals. As their offense has been good, so they'll get themselves chances, as that one nearly fell through. was very awkwardly played in front by Exovia and his Sticky Fingers. Yavin 4 can't win the challenge, and SBC Stars will stay with this one as Sticky Fingers goes again. To the air triple. Sticky Fingers trying to fake this one, but either the players from HCFC out of him actually bought it, and offense the other way as Yavin goes to nobody. Exovian's gonna have a free touch here. As Ghost of Mando does jump for this one, so Yavin's gotta be right behind, but choosing not to go, instead gonna wait back for that shot. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of how Yavin 4 is playing those plays, but fortunate thing is, if SCP Stars don't take possession very often, it shouldn't cost him too much. As Ghost of Mando good back by Sticky Fingers, as Yavin 4's gotta wait. Now he can go and win that challenge. Up the corner. Exovian. Room to work with. As still kept out. Outer HCFC just need some goals here. They need to be a little bit more direct as well. Holding a lot of possession in offense, but clearly they don't do well in those positions. They want to have open room. They want to play one-on-one. They really want to take those long, quick plays down the field, which they aren't getting many of so far. As SP off that sub change seem to have been able to really adjust themselves here. As another good save here from Exovian. Mando. Oh, what a flick. That's a play for Yavin 4! And it's crushed to the top corner. No doubt. No stopping that one. Yavin 4 will put it in as HCFC out of him. Their first goal of game 2 of half the game gone. That's what they were looking for, but at least they're on the board now. Maybe you can start a comeback in this game. Oh, that demo's not gonna help them. Exovian is not missing. Has to be Speed Stars. Well, that subs change has really helped them here. Last demon gone, and in came Sticky Fingers, and I've seen Sticky Fingers before. He can absolutely play, but it feels like Exovian also just getting his confidence from last game. I don't think it's as much of a sub change difference, more just the fact that these players are getting a little bit better, more comfortable. Scary sign for HCFC then, because your opponents being comfortable is never a good thing in a match like this. Is Yavin 4. The back for Exovian is room to work with. Mando. Oh, he missed it! Oh, it's a huge whiff! And to be fair, Exovian, he did everything right here. Good job cutting on the angle. Good job getting behind the ball. Really making things tough to see, but the one thing he didn't do right, he didn't challenge correctly. And unfortunately, he needed to have that go well for him. It doesn't feel like SP Speedstars are just going to take over this game. Fortunately, very GFC out of him. Unlike SP Speedstars, they don't have subs. I don't believe they have subs at all, so they're going to have to make do with what they have here. It's, oh my goodness! Exovian! Oh, that's insane! That is incredible! SP Speedstars! Wow, they look great. As Yavin 4. The dribble. Harassing at HCFC out of him. Just trying to find some positives in a game that has been devoid of them. Oh, it's only going to get worse here as that shot nearly went in from Exovian. Yavin can't challenge. Ghosted Mando. And it's straight to Sticky Fingers. He'll be demoed away, but SP Speedstars nearly had a great chance to take a 6-1 lead. As here goes Yavin 4. Sticky Fingers to save. Ghosted Mando to shoot. This one is save away. As Yavin can't put it in. As a goal falls through, it's another for Solus Path Speedstars. And it's Exovian with his 6th this game. Exovian really has just come into his own this game. The clear reason why they kept him on the field, and after warming up in game 1, he looks like an unstoppable force right now. do know that SP Speedstars before this match told me he used to play on console, he's now on PC. There is such thing as a PC buff, I know what it's like. I started playing on Xbox. I moved to PC to start streaming, and the difference is noticeable. For me, I was around that Champ 1 rank range, and I immediately moved up to Champ 3. That's how much of a difference being on PC is. It's so much nicer, so much easier. And I'm sure for Speedstars, it's only a benefit here that he's changed the PC and he's playing this good. Javin will win the challenge. Sticky Fingers will keep it away. Actually, that's off his own back wall, but it is still kept away from that here as SP Speedstars. What a dominant Game 2 performance. 6-1. That was very quick for themselves. And, again, impressive to say the least here from them. I'm sure, very, very happy about that. We'll go into Game 3 here. To take the lead in the series, either of these teams can do it. Game 3 in this matchup. And again, to lead the series in the Losers Finals. Reminder, the loser of this is out of the tournament, so a lot resting on these matches. A whole season's worth of matches resting on these matches. Again, you don't want to go out this late in your final bracket. You've been playing, a 4 or 5 week regular season. You've been playing, at this point I think it's like 5 weeks of just playoffs. It's alone. It's been a long season for these teams. They want it to be done. Make sure that if they are going to end the season, they're going to end it on their own terms and with a positive result. Promise you, for both these teams, top 3 will not be good enough. They want top 2. They want more. And now HCFC out of rim will get the first goal in Game 3. 45 seconds in. That didn't take too long, did it? Says Ghosted Mando. Finds the net. HCFC out of rim. Score first. Now, play towards net, save away. Sticky Fingers, though, wide open, and he missed it! That's a wide open net for Sticky Fingers. And a huge chance that will not amount to anything. As Exovian, he's been solid tonight, he'll shoot again. That one just kept off the line by Yavin for HCFC. Anytime Exovian's on the ball, they look nervous. For good reason. I mean, with 6 goals last game, playing as well as Exovian is, I don't know if anybody's going to be able to stop him easily here. They need both defenders as Exovian, 1-on-2! Oh, he gets it done! I don't know if anyone can shut down Exovian right now. It is the PC buff at its best. Exovian just can't be stopped. And Sticky Fingers challenged by Yavin 4. Here goes Ghosted Mandos. That's up the ceiling. Yavin 4 to shoot! Yavin 4 to score! And HCFC out of rim. They're not giving up that quickly, even if Exovian stands in their way. They'll do anything they can to make him jump, make him move, and find that opening. (2-1). HCFC lead again. Maybe not for long. Exovian looking to do it once more. And a double commit for HCFC now. Leaves the backfield open. He'll go across the net, but it's shot high. Sticky Fingers will be demoed away. As here goes another Exovian! Bang! Tie game! Simply incredible! Simply unbelievable! And the matchup just continues. As now an open net, it is Sticky Fingers and SP Speedstars. They flip the lead on their own to their own side now. A 2-goal swing. As SP, my goodness, with the way that they're playing, this team is not looking to let anything beat them here. As Yavin 4, the dribble, high flick, off the back wall, Willoughby, Ghosted Mando, as this one's on, it's off the board in! It's another one! HCFC outer rim, they've not left, they've kept on moving, they've kept on scoring. A shot off the bar will prove to be too much. And man, what a competitive game 3 this has been. Simply no telling where this is going to go next. Well, here goes Exovian, the dribble, save away, Sticky Fingers to the back wall, but it will be out of position here. Exovian's going to race back, Sticky Fingers will win the challenge. Demoed away again, he's been demoed at least twice this game, probably a couple more times, and now he's on defense, all alone, the shot is on, the shot is in, bottom to the left, it is another for HCFC, and another for Yavin 4. Not the demo 2, Sticky Fingers. Spawning on the right side, just couldn't get to the left in time. And now with 2 minutes to go. Now HCFC look to take an even bigger lead. It's only been a 1-goal lead they've had at most this game. They want more just to really separate themselves from this incredibly scary SP Speedstars roster. But with 100 seconds to go, SP need to work quickly with that time. Here goes Sticky Fingers. The corner. In front of the nets. Nobody there. It will be Yavin 4 who will get to it first. As jumping in was Exovian. Ghosted Mando to clear. Sticky Fingers to clear it back. Exovian with Sticky Fingers in support. That touch straight to Yavin 4. And SP will need some enlightened play to get themselves back into this thing, but they have the time to do it. Sticky Fingers. Oh, and again, straight to Yavin 4. SP not utilizing each other as best as as good as they can, but maybe just need one good chance. It's left for Sticky Fingers to shoot! Save away by Yavin 4. That will save the game for now, as Ghosted Mando out of position. Yavin 4 left. It's 1-on-1. The dribble up to the net. Save away. Follow up. And it is another SP Speedstars! Knock on the front door! 41 seconds! 41 seconds to determine a winner! Ghosted Mando! Off the kickoff! It's another one! HCFC outer rim! And you'd think after the last goal that just got scored on them, they would not be ready to attack again, but an immediate response. Only 4 seconds needed. And a 5-4 lead. Now they're playing the defensive kickoff. That second player not challenging up immediately here. Ghosted Mando. Full boost will just go over them up instead. Letting Yavin 4 walk in. Sticky Fingers bumped. Exovian. Gotta go 1-on-2. Can't get past Ghosted Mando. This ball's rolling in. And HCFC outer rim. With 22 on the clock. Moments away from taking the lead in the series. Time running out here for SP Speedstars. 10 seconds. They gotta score 2 times here. They've gotta score on this chance. Sticky Fingers. Yavin 4 to save. Time will run out. HCFC outer rim will take the lead in the series. After 3 games, what a performance for both these teams. The offenses really did clash on this one, but it's not enough done there by Exovian in that game. Yavin 4 with 4 saves. Most of them at the very end of that game as well when SP Speedstars started to get more desperate. Those saves had a huge impact as well. I think without them, who knows what this game could be. Let's go to game 4. Let's go to game 4 here. HCFC Outer Rim lead the series 2-1, proving that you can absolutely beat this Exovian if you just do well to really challenge him, put him in awkward positions. He's not a perfect player here, but boy is he playing tough to beat. The play in front will not be able to be scored on here as last Demon's now subbed in. Actually, for Exovian, Exovian's still here, but last Demon subbed in again, so another change for SP Speedstars. After how last game looked, I don't like this decision from them. This roster didn't do well in game 1. They were slow, they were lethargic. I feel like this might be a huge mistake for them. But it's the choice they've made. They've got to live with it now. As Ghosted Mando will be on goal 1. Again, a decision I'm not a big fan of here, but we'll see what they have in store. Can't say anything too soon. But without Sticky Fingers, his SP Speedstars roster is going to be a little bit more defensive, at least in nature. Ghosted Mando on the challenge. We'll leave it up the corner. This one dribbled in front. Kept out by... Play by Exovian. Yavin 4 to the corner. Last Demon to clear. SP, Soulless Path. Really feels like they need to win this game. You can't possibly go down 3-1. And again, and how these matches have looked in lower bracket, they've been mostly one-sided. In their score lines, you cannot allow yourself to go down 3-1. That leaves the door wide open for HCFC Outer Rim to just take the series quickly and go to the grand finals. Last Demon looking for that chance will be Ghosted Mando. Now Last Demon again, Yavin 4 to clear. That one's gonna go a long way. Exovian on the end of this as infield is Mando, but he won't need to go. Off the back wall, no boost left here. It's a play off the crossbar. It is Ghosted Mando to the open cage. And a 2-0 lead as HCFC Outer Rim. They played this roster in game 1. They had a pretty good time doing so as well. This roster plays more defensive now. They know how this roster plays, and they like that. They want to play against teams that sit further back. It favors them. As SP needs some goals. Oh, and they almost got one there. A shot just wide from Exovian. And now the other way goes HCFC. Last Demon saves. HCFC Outer Rim will wait back as Last Demon sends it up the field. Gonna put them on a position, but instead, it really only works to just keep possession in the corner. Very tough to get goals from here as Ghosted Mando will win that challenge. Now he's gonna get the demo. Huge play on Exovian. Last Demon's out of position, but we'll get a piece of the ball here. HCFC waiting. Just waiting. Exovian makes his push. Past one. Exovian looking for the bump, but Last Demon on the same page. It's a play the other way here for HCFC, who were able to get a defense scot-free. That big of a disconnect. Last Demon needs to push up there. He can't rely on Exovian doing everything. This Demon's got to be willing to be part of that offense, because without it, this team's going to have very little success, if any. As here he goes, Last Demon. Oh, that's a touch he wasn't looking for. Exovian will hit this one. It goes wide. Now Last Demon. Yavin 4 to jump on it. Ghosted Mando pushing Exovian out of the way. SP Speedstars with the full tank of boost, though. That's not a good touch on Last Demon. Exovian's got to make something of this. That touch will find no target. HCFC Outer Rim. Now just letting this time tick away, waiting for those overcommits. They have come here. Last Demon's gonna get back. He will, just in time. As Last Demon, challenged by Yavin 4. Up the roof of the field. Yavin 4 again. Cleared away. Ghosted Mando's out of position. And SP Speedstars now switch the field. You can see they're now trying to pick up the pace. Not that same expeditious movement we saw earlier. Now it's much more rushed, much more panicked. Putting that hustle. Still no goals this game. Exovian. The dribble. He had one of these earlier. Might have another! Oh my goodness! He's even better than last time! 1 minute to go. Does this goal turn things around for SP Speedstars? (3-1) now, up the kickoff. HCFC outer rim. And just like we saw last game as well, never taking too long to find an answer. That's a quick move. And with a minute to go, match point could be on the line here. HCFC are only 1 minute away from a 3-1 series lead, being one game away from the grand finals, taking on minor adjustments in the championship matchup. Yavin 4 through the demo by Ghosted Mando. This one pinched all the way back as Ghosted Mando will be there, but he's not going to get the touch on this one. 37 seconds now. And SP Speedstars feels like they're so close to coming back in this game. They're one goal away, and who's gonna be the one to get things started? Will it be Exovian? That's right in front of the nets. Ooh, it almost went in off an own goal there. Ghosted Mando hit it the wrong direction. Now the net's wide open here as he'll have to race back on no boost. Double commits. Speedstars out of position. Yavin 4 to clear. Last Demon chasing. Last Demon will push him out of the way to the corner. No boost to work with. Exovian on the other side of the field. Yavin 4 looking to force this one in. It is kept out wide as Ghosted Mando waits. Won't be able to get that challenge easily as it goes back to Exovian. 10 seconds. Yavin 4 is going to make this touch. He does, but it won't be good enough. Exovian takes it. Off the back wall as well. Yavin 4 couldn't make the touch. And Exovian, who has been in every single game so far, despite all the different substitutions and switches that Speedstars have made, he's been in every single game so far for a good reason. And it's for reasons like that he can find goals in those positions, goals that nobody else really seems to find. Overtime, now in Game 4, a tied series, or match points for the favorites. The lower finals. Yavin lost the challenge. Last Demon just shoots, won't go anywhere as a demo on one. Ghosted Mando, oh, he missed the ball here. He forgot to take it with him. That could have been a lot worse. No challenge taken as SP Speedstars are on the push back. Now gonna go for the nets, but Yavin 4 dunks him out. Match point for HCFC outer rim. Four games gone. It's a 3-1 series lead. And now only one away from the grand finals. HCFC outer rim, through all the battles, through all the tough matches, they have found a way. And now in Game 5, after having lost in the upper bracket, what a push they'll have here ahead of them. Game 5 now. HCFC outer rim can go to the grand finals with one more win. Getting to look for their revenge against minor adjustments to send them to this lower bracket in the first place. SP Speedstars, it's been, I believe, 3 matches straight that they've been able to stay in this lower bracket all the way from upper quarterfinals. They lost that match. They have since then rallied back. But is this where their story ends, or is it only just the beginning of their perfect form? Exovian's had an incredible match so far, but it has not been enough to really take the lead over HCFC outer rim. And now not even here this game. Last Demon, Sticky Fingers on the field for SP Speedstars. Double commit. outer rim, out of position. And this could be a great chance for Last Demon, but the play just pops up and Ghosted Mando will be there, but no boost left. Will face for the corner there as Yavin 4 will win the challenge. Ghosted Mando to clear. As Last Demon off the corner. Sticky Fingers, oh, he's gone just wide. Last Demon challenged by Yavin 4. He'll clear this one back, and for SB Speedstars, who have again had to make so many changes this one, I don't know if I am a big fan of them making a change this late in your series. By the time you go to at least even Game 3, you should have an idea of who you should be playing. The fact that they keep changing after every single loss generally means that every time they change, means that they've got to learn all over again what they have to do. Not an easy thing to do in a match, especially in a match as important as this, but they get on the board. And with the first goal in Game 5, it could give SB so much hope that this match is still far from over. But they have a lot to still have to do. As Yavin 4. The kickoff, we'll just shoot this one. At a very tough angle. Sticky Fingers will be waiting for it as actually Yavin 4's going to bump him out. Easy touch for Ghosted Mando. Yavin waiting. Will not be able to beat Sticky Fingers. As Ghosted Mando does keep the ball back to Yavin, and that is to the back wall. It's really nobody's play here for HCFC Outer Rim. And Ghosted Mando, out of anyone there, is going to be really annoyed because Yavin had room, and he had Ghosted Mando in support as well. If he takes his time there, Ghosted Mando, maybe he goes up for a bump, maybe he can receive a pass. There's so many better options there than just shooting. And when you're down by one, those are the golden opportunities you need to take. As Yavin, off the back wall, can't get the bump, will be sent away as Last Demon. Oh, he's been tripped up the side of the wall here. Yavin's waiting, now we'll force out the play from Last Demon. Sticky Fingers is on target, but an easy block for Yavin 4 as Ghosted Mando looking for the Cookseer pinch. That will go nowhere. Yavin up again, another save. Ghosted Mando waiting. Now we'll go. HCFC Outer Rim really playing defensive this game, and to be fair, they've not been able to win ball possession very much here. And SP, it's a consistent game right now. They're not making that many mistakes, leaving a lot of room either, as that's a good shot though. Sticky Fingers gets on the end of this. Now they're in a bit of panic. Ghosted Mando, top right, oh, it's hit the crossbar. And up goes Yavin 4. Mando will be back, but with that boost, he's gonna need to be in an awkward position. It's an open net. Last Demon will take it. And Ghosted Mando going for boost instead of the ball. That's the mistake he makes there that will leave this net open. From there on out, it's just pure panic, pure adrenaline. And there's not much you can do about that. An open play for SP. They're proving their tournament lives are not done. As Last Demon kept out by Yavin 4. Mando. The side wall. It's a weird first touch, but he does well to get around a couple players here, and it's an open backfield, but Yavin, who was busy going for bump plays, not able to shoot this one. But now needs to go back to his own net, as that is actually right in front of his net. Last Demon able to score, will instead just go for the challenge, and now he gets by both defenders, but still nothing here as HCFC. I don't know how many shots they've had this game, but it has to be less than 5. It feels like it's been way less than 5 this game. As a shot on Last Demon. Well, that's going to work well for them. I don't know. I mean, I've seen this roster before, Sticky Fingers and Last Demon. I'm surprised they didn't play it earlier in the matchup, but really it's helped them out. Because HCFC only has 4 shots. They have not been shooting much this game, and it really feels like it's been less than that. What a good sign for this team. With a minute to go now. Needing to get on the board. Just isn't going to help them here very much, as I think this game is well and truly over. We're going to go into Game 6 in this matchup, at least a 6-game series. A lot of people will be happy about that here, as Ghosted Mando able to win the challenge. Yavin 4. Leave this one for Sticky Fingers, as SB Speedstars, with the way that they're playing this game, I think this is going to be the roster that's going to be playing the rest of the matchup. As here goes Yavin on that challenge. And with the ball cleared back, HCFC think you ask, I think the question now we ask is, what do they do to get rid of the SP Speedstars' ability to just challenge at the right time? At this point, they're just challenging correctly. That's all they're doing, is they're challenging when they need to, and HCFC, well, they've given up on this game. Just by the touch they made to the back wall here, Ghosted Mando had so much room he didn't have to do this touch, but, I mean, they've given up on this game. We're going to go to Game 6, and, again, I think against SP Speedstars, HCFC out of him have got to figure out how are they going to challenge this team, and really how they're going to outplay their challenges. Because SP Speedstars are challenging at the right time. They're doing well to challenge when HCFC can't. How this game is looking. We're going to Game 6 now in this series, and HCFC can still win this thing, but SP Speedstars closing the gap towards Game 7. Really think about it, if they only need 2 more wins now, it's very doable for a team like SP Speedstars, especially with them challenging at the right time. Yeah, and I think the big question for HCFC is, how do you challenge that? And I think for them, it's just going to be about playing smart. They're rushing things, they're trying to play fast. Now it's time where you got to slow things down and play smart, because the last thing you want to do is give this SP Speedstars roster a free shot on net. Again, for HCFC out of Rim, to close out the series, it's all about being able to take your time and play smart. You don't need to rush to play, you don't need to play fast. Just need to make sure that you don't give SP Speedstars anything too easy to work with. I think another thing they could also work on is just not clearing the ball as much. If they just don't hit the ball nearly as heavily, maybe take a little bit more control. Again, slowing the play down rather than playing panicked. They're going to be in a great position to get multiple goals against SP, and, well, with SP and HCFC playing as close as they did last game, even with HCFC not really able to challenge them. I think if HCFC, you're changing a few things, that's their advantage in this series. Now, no goals in Game 6 is Last Demon. Yavin 4 to keep it up. HCFC out of Rim to the back wall. Yavin, second touch. Oh my goodness! The hammer is dropped! HCFC out of Rim are back in business! What an unbelievable effort! Yavin 4 has just found another goal, as now it's in front of the net. It will be Ghosted Mando! And a 2-goal lead, HCFC out of Rim. Having played as close as they have, looking to run away early with this series. 1 minute gone, and already 2 goals up. And SP Speedstars facing the pressure. They did not get scored on in a row last game. Now they've gotten scored on twice in the first minute. Make it 3 times now! As HCFC out of Rim just continue as Last Demon. He was going for that challenge. He obviously never saw Yavin 4, because if he does, he would never have challenged that. HCFC, boy, what a strong start, and now they get a 4th one! Ghosted Mando with his 2nd! And all of a sudden, HCFC out of Rim looking to end this series abruptly, more than anything else. Three minutes, 45 seconds left. The Speedstars, if they're going to come back in this game, it's going to be quick, and it's going to have to be decisive. But right now, they can't even get down the field, as another play on their net. That one just wide, and Sticky Fingers was already leaving as if that was going on target, because it very nearly could have. SP Speedstars, what do you do when your 4 goes down? At this point, you have no more games to give up. You're on your last leg. It's here or never, but the answer may just be the latter of the two, because Yavin 4 proving to be a menace right now. A hat trick already in this game. Will there be anything to stop them right now? Has Sticky Fingers. The back wall, Yavin 4 won't reach it. Mando, though, to clear, and there's nobody home. It's a 6-0 lead. And at this point, for SP Speedstars, throw up the white flag. There's 3 minutes left. You still have time, but I have never seen a team come back from 6 goals down. I can't remember if I ever have, and I don't think I ever have. The Speedstars in a whole lot of trouble right now as Last Demon. Maybe a chance to go down the field. Sticky Fingers. A place to challenge, a place to go, a place to shoot, a place to score. It's off the post. It is in the net as well. Sticky Fingers able to follow up on his own first touch. Shot just couldn't go in. But Sticky Fingers never leaving. Doing whatever he can to get that one in the back of the net. And SP Speedstars on the board after 6 goals straight from HCFC outer rim. Now they'll need more than just a few more. They'll need a lot more. Keep this momentum going as Last Demon. Sticky Fingers. Oh, that's a great doink. Yavin 4 will wait on it. As in front of the net, Roasted Mando struggling to hold on to this as Yavin 4 to clear, and Last Demon's nowhere to be found. He didn't challenge. And it is a 7-1 lead. And HCFC, well, clearly only needed a game to warm up because this is the most one-sided any of these games have looked so far. And we're talking about, you know, the game for them to go into the grand finals. How close this series has been in so many different matchups. It is this game where HCFC somehow run away with it. Again, after one game of learning, that's all they needed as Yavin 4 clears it again. 8-1 on the horizon, and now 8-1 confirmed. At this point, if you're SP Speedstars, dude, I mean, you're just hoping that this game can end. This has been a nightmare game 6. And a nightmare into your season 2 after, you know, 8-9 weeks of this action. 8-9 weeks of playing to go out in the losers finals. I mean, it will be a disappointing end of the season for SP Speedstars. My goodness, HCFC outer rim making it known that they were never really considered losing in this series, as Last Demon will put one in, so SP, they'll find another. It's now 10 goals combined for both these teams, an 8-2 difference. And that will definitely allow them a little bit of hope, maybe, but immediately taken away. It's another goal. HCFC at 9. And with less than 90 seconds to go before this match is done and over with, I think the real question we ask now is how many goals we're going to have before the end of the game. We still have a minute to go here. And HCFC outer rim don't exactly look like they're going to stop scoring anytime soon. But for minor adjustments, waiting in the grand finals to beat HCFC outer rim in the upper finals. And they now know that they'll get a rematch in the grand finals for this to win this entire tournament. Yavin 4 looking for a 10-2 lead will kept out initially by Sticky Fingers. Ghosted Mando onto the back wall as Last Demon will take the dribble. Mando can't challenge. As actually Last Demon's a great dribble, but Yavin 4 again just waiting. As up the corner will be Sticky Fingers. As Yavin 4 clears it away from the danger. Ghosted Mando. Sticky Fingers. Face from behind. Someone is jumping on that play, but Sticky Fingers doing a good job to keep the pace going and to make sure no one can catch up to him and just let this game end. HCFC outer rim What a dominant Game 6, but for a relatively close series overall, they will be, though, in the Grand Finals to take on Minor Adjustments, a rematch for the championship and the CPL Alpha Mega 2v2 Challengers Division. After 6 games, HCFC Outer Rim will get their chance to win it all. And a maybe lackluster Game 6 here for a what was pretty close series overall. Six games. The win is theirs. Again, I am more than just impressed. Again, what a showing so far. Again, I'm impressed to say the very least. It's a strong performance. They'll be very happy with that. Again, I'm very impressed. I'm sure HCFC Outer Rim will be very happy. Part 2, they're off to the Grand Finals to take on Minor Adjustments. Again, they'll be happy, they'll be excited, their season still continues. With one more match to go, and a reminder, while they will not be the favorites in that match against Minor Adjustments, it's only a 1-game advantage to Minor Adjustments. If they can play well, they can beat them. It can absolutely happen. For now, though, we're going to get an interview here with HCFC Outer Rim. Now that they have confirmed that they're off to the Grand Finals here, as welcome in, HCFC Outer Rim. Ghosted Mando joining us, as well as is that Evoxian? Exovian, sorry.
It's Yavin.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, welcome both of you. Congrats on your win. You're off to the Grand Finals. I'm sure you're excited,
Yeah.
Ghosted
Yes,
Mando.
sir.
Game 6, you guys took them down, but how are you feeling here? That you get to play again this time for the championship.
It's good. We're looking forward to playing Lightspeed again. We've been talking off and on with them pretty much all of playoffs, and yeah, we're super excited to play them again. We want that revenge, you know?
You said Lightspeed. I'm sure you didn't mean Lightspeed. I'm sure you meant Minor Adjustments.
No.
Yeah, minor adjusters are.
Oh, yeah,
Is it
sorry.
already
Lightspeed was
played-
different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you've
it's
already
minor
played-
adjusters.
You've already played Lightspeed. I promise you that, and you already
Yes,
beat
yes.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm confused. That's my bad. Minor adjusters is, yeah.
Well, you got your rematch against them here, but we're going to just talk a little bit about this series, SP Speedstars. Taking them down 4-2. It was close. They kept changing rosters around you guys, and that's not common this far in the bracket for a team for a team to switch their rosters around. Exovian, you were here in almost every single game, except for, what was it, game... you were here every single game. You're not Exovian. Who are you again? You're not Exovian. Who are
Yavin.
you? You're Yavin. What is Exovian? He's on the other team. You're Yavin.
Yes.
I'm surprised... I'm surprised you're like, yeah, I'm surprised you just said yes. That's what confused me so much.
My
You're
bad.
Yavin. I was like, wait, Exovian's here? He's on the other team. You're Yavin, but you're here every single game. Both of you here every single game. They kept making roster changes throughout the season, subbing players in. That's not common, especially this far in the bracket for teams to do that. What was the adjustments you guys had to make? Because when a team does this, you guys also have to make adjustments. What were the kind of adjustments that you guys had to make?
I mean, especially in game 5 where they subbed out Exovian. It was definitely a weird adjustment because we talked about it, especially going into that game 6. A lot of it was we didn't have the boost for the rotates we were trying to make, and we had to make that adjustment, and it worked out great in game 6. And in like the first beginning games, a lot of it was we had to chow a lot earlier to try to get the ball off Exovian, and then we could take a 2v.
It's a lot of respect play against Exovian. I mean, a player of his skill, you know, he's doing his thing, and you gotta respect him, but you also gotta like make sure he's not doing his thing. And then, Yavin, you also mentioned, I remember in the comms in Game 6, you said something about we just need to play our game, you know. Like Game 5 was the one we settled in. we settled in with that new roster that we hadn't seen all series, and then Game 6 is really when I think it clicked, and we just were able to close out.
You guys were able to get things done now, so I'm not gonna talk too much about your losers finals. What I will talk about though is your grand finals matchup. What a huge performance as well. You guys had a very tough matchup, but you got the thing done. You get a rematch now against Minor Adjustments. Goes to Mando, you said it. You're excited for that rematch. Tell me why, because they beat you earlier. This is the team that sent you to the low bracket. Talk to me about why you are so excited for this this rematch.
Well, I mean, so I think, not to toot our own horn or anything, but we went through regular season relatively unscathed after that first game against what was it, Big Wolfpack Big Max or whatever, the team that ended up getting, I think, kicked. But yeah, we went through relatively leisurely, I guess you'd say. So getting to playoffs, playing teams that give us a real challenge is fun, and obviously that's what we're here for. Like 2v2. We're mainly a 3v3 team, but 2v2 is the chance that we could use it as a chance to like improve, and playing the best competition is always what you want. So it makes it more fun that way.
I'd also like to add that they were just really, really cool people.
Yeah.
Very respectful, and I generally just enjoyed talking to them. Did we cast one of the games? We did.
Yeah, we casted their game against our boys, against the quote-unquote better HCFC team.
And they were just really cool. Full props to them.
They were like requesting us to cast them more, and when talking to them on the side and stuff, just really cool guys. So
you guys will be happy to play them, but they're not going to be your friends anymore. They're your enemies in this upcoming match.
Of course.
So sorry, sorry to break this to you. They're not your friends. But it's your grand finals. You guys said you're excited for this one. Talk to me about this Yavin 4. What's the mentality going to the grand finals now that you have guaranteed a spot there?
Yeah, a lot of it's just being relaxed about it. As Mando said, a lot of it's just a chance to show who we are, a chance to improve. So we didn't have a whole lot of expectation going into the 2v2 season, and we're just trying to carry that relaxed mentality of just do whatever we can and just kind of see where it takes us. And it's taken us this far, and there's definitely a chance we can do something in the grand final.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously from the coaching perspective on my end, from being HCFC's 3v3 coach this past season and maybe going into next season, we obviously do have to do our pre-gaming, learn from our mistakes from last series, make sure we give them more of a competition than we did last time, make it a little more interesting. That's what the people want to see.
Well, you guys are in the grand finals. You've guaranteed that spot, to say the very least. But, of course, your run's not over. You've got one more match to go. Good luck against Minor Adjustments. Before you guys leave, though, we gotta get some shoutouts here from both of you. So we'll start with Ghosted Mando. Do you have any shoutouts? Anything you want to say? Anybody out there you want to thank?
Well, I'm probably gonna cover everybody, but I think our boys on the other HCFC team, that one guy and Danny, and then we got a couple friends in the chat, and then I think Daytona was in there too, so shout out to him for showing up. I think that's about it.
Now move to Yavin. Do you have any shout outs that you want to say? Anything that you can add?
I would say majority of those were covered. Again, just whoever's been supporting us throughout the way, whoever cares enough to really watch us, and just it means a lot, just because it's kind of a side gig, just we did it for fun, and people support it. So whoever supports us out there, we appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
So far, your season's been amazing. Thank you so much for joining here, Yavin 4 and Ghosted Mando. Congrats on your win over SB Speedstars, and even bigger congrats and good luck in your grand finals. For now, have a good night. Good luck in that matchup, and again, I hope all goes well. You guys are playing amazingly. Have a good night.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Ghosted Mando and Yavin 4 there. A 4-2 victory. They're off to the grand finals, and excited to say it would be an understatement for how this team is feeling from this matchup, but I know that will be it for me. Thank you all so much for joining this Spodia stream. It really does mean a lot with all the support that you all give me here. So thank you all so much. We will be live again tomorrow, actually with more CPL action. So we'll be back again soon. For now, though, take care. Have an amazing rest of your night. And we'll see you guys again in the future. Take care.